Hello, loves. Hello, hello. Let's get this party started. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, my love. Say hi if you're staying. Say hi if you're staying. What are we going to talk about tonight? Ooh, is it gonna be spicy? Yay! Reading Fix That Shit with my boyfriend. How are you guys finding it? What do you think? What do you think? Finally, a normal feed. What are you running across, my love? What is TikTok feeding you tonight? I just did my yoga. Oh, we read a chapter every once in a while and it gives our thoughts. I love it. Oh, I love this. I love it if you put that in an Amazon review. Good evening. I enjoy how you tell it like it is. Thank you. Oh my God. You're so cute. Today's my birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Do you think it's okay to like other people while in a relationship? It's actually quite normal. So, yes. Okay. It is normal. We are not monogamous by nature. Thoughts are not cheating. Behaviors are cheating. Love the new hair. Thank you. You're welcome. Bless you. Thank you. Followed the host. Thank you, my love. Gesundheit. Thank you, my loves. I am very blessed indeed. I have everything. I have everything. Life is wonderful. Like, honestly, every night before I go to sleep, I think this is the reality where everything is amazing. Every morning before I get up, I always bring my thoughts in. And, you know, because, like, I dream, right? And I always wake up with, like, my dream still happening. And then my thoughts go in all kinds of places. And I always rein in my thoughts. And I get directed with my thoughts, right? So wherever my thoughts are going, I bring them in and I do some mantras. This is the reality where everything is amazing. I have everything. I am so happy. You know, I'm so rich. I'm so wealthy. Thank you for everything that I have. Is it normal to be obsessive or possessive in a relationship? No, it is not. It is not. It is a dysfunction. It is insecurity. A healthy relationship has freedom. You have freedom and your partner has freedom. That's what a good relationship is. How do I keep my relationship fresh being together for over 2 years? My love, get those kisses in. Those kisses. 2 kisses a day, minimum 5 seconds each, keeps your relationship fresh. Like my husband and I have been together for 15 years. We are fresh. We also don't look to each other to be our source of entertainment. My entertainment comes from my hobbies, my pets, taking care of myself, doing my job. That is my source of entertainment. I don't look to my husband to be my source of excitement. I provide that myself. How do you handle a narcissistic parent in a relationship? Well, I broke up with mine. I don't talk to my mom anymore because she refused to stop being abusive. And I will not be in a relationship with an abusive person, no matter who they are. So I have cut my mom out of my life. And let me tell you, it was by her design, right? Because, you know, there was just a few, because she was really, she was amplifying, because the ineffectiveness of her attacks was bothering her, and so she was amping up her attacks, and it was turning into all cap rants telling me that I was dead to her. And I finally said to myself, that's it, I'm not doing this anymore. The last 3 times I have been with my mom, I had diarrhea and massive hair loss. In other words, she was actually toxic to me. It had become poison inside my body to have a relationship with her. And so I cut it off completely. And that's sometimes what you need to do, even if they're a parent. It was sad. It was one of the hardest things I've ever done, really, truly. And even just talking about it, I want to cry, but sometimes that's what you have to do. You have to protect your environment. The only person who can protect your environment is you. How to communicate to my new boyfriend that I would like to spend more time with him and not be needy. First of all, do a love language quiz and see what your love languages are. Do it together at the same time, exchange your results. So that you can actually be efficient in what it is you need to feel loved by him. It may be quality time, but if it's not, then ask for what your love language is. It's not necessarily about the amount of time you spend together. It's about how you make the time count. Like my husband and I, we don't see much of each other, but the minutes count. Every time we see each other, it's a close, intimate encounter. That the moment we lay eyes on each other, there's closeness and there's intimacy. And then we are physically close and intimate. We make out every single time, guys. I made out with my husband like 3-4 times today already. But in all, I might have seen him like a total of 10 minutes in total today. But I feel so close and connected because of how our interactions take place. Make sure there's no fighting in your relationship. Fix that shit if you need to. How can I put my partner who has separation anxiety at ease? Your partner needs to deal with his emotions. It's not your job. He needs to get help for his separation anxiety. You're not a therapist. You didn't come into a relationship to be a therapist. What is he doing to ease his separation anxiety? That's the question. My fiance and I read your books, and I've really been enjoying the short quizzes on your Insta. That's super cute. Oh, I love this. I love that. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. I love it when you guys share stuff with me. I love your feedback. Good morning. Where in the world are you? Thank you for your videos. I enjoy watching and learning from them. Yay. My mom is so toxic. Yeah. Hi. My first time being here. Sorry, my question may be weird. There's no such thing, my love. My boyfriend is not pulling his weight around the house or with parenting. I don't know what to do. Get a coaching session, my love. Get a coaching session. This is a particular situation. There's, I want to unpack. But generally speaking, financial burden and household burden needs to be equally divided. If he's paying 50% of the financial burden, he is responsible for 50% of the physical burden. So he can pay somebody to do his share. But if you're paying 50% of the bills, the financial burden, and you're doing 80% or 100% of the household, the physical burden, then you need to say to him, this isn't fair. And either you pay 100% since I'm doing 100%, or you pay somebody to do your share, or I'm out of here, because I will not be in a relationship where I am being taken advantage of. But you have a family. So I would suggest getting a coaching session, because there's a lot of questions I want to ask, because people come to me sometimes complaining about something, but in reality, their perception is off. So I would, really recommend getting an assessment. How to overcome trust issues after she cheated. She needs to give you full transparency, because she needs to give you the ability to ease your imagination without asking her permission. He told me he'd be happy just seeing me happy, even if we don't. Okay. What do I do if I'm in a relationship with someone incompatible and we have a kid together? It's better for the two of you to be separated and co-parenting well than be together and fighting all the time. So I don't know if you guys are fighting or not. I don't know what the incompatibilities are, but just know that what you model is what they will seek, because we seek what's familiar, even if it's wrong for us. How do you know if your expectations are unrealistic? Every expectation is unrealistic. An expectation is a story you create inside your head that will disappoint you when it doesn't come alive. So, if it's a story you've created inside your head, like he should know, right? That's a story. He said he'd be back later, and I told myself later would be 10 o'clock. That's a story. And we don't have kids in the house, no. But I came into the picture when his kids were 8 and 9. Can you talk about why we get into an insecure phase when dating, when you were confident at first? Boy, did I go through that. Hello, Michelle. So I was very confident when my husband met me. I thought I was happily married. I was with somebody who was very trustworthy. So I really had no issues in my relationship. We never fought. The only thing missing was intimacy, but I was okay with that because I finally felt safe. I'd never felt so safe before. And so I certainly was very confident when he met me. And then we got into a relationship and my confidence just shattered because the circumstances that he came with were quite unusual. He is a good man. He is a good father. And so he bought a house on his street, literally like 5 houses away, to put his ex and his kids in. He supplied her with all the money she needed. He paid all the bills with the house, bought her the car, paid all the associated expenses with the car. So I never met a couple who were divorced where she was, basically the wife still in all that way, right? And she also wasn't quite over him, so she tried to interject herself into our sex life. She competed with me, and it was evident, she was copying my style. So my confidence really completely went away, and he was like, "Who are you?" So what happens is you realize you are emotionally involved, and it causes a sphincter clench. I don't want to lose this. And, we buy a house and it's like, oh, it would really suck to lose this, but we're not so stressed out because we have home insurance. We get a car and we're like, it would suck to smash this car, but we have auto insurance. We know there's a backup plan. There's no backup plan to love. Your backup plan is you. Like, I'm going to be okay. But it takes us some work to get to that I'm going to be okay place. And I hadn't quite done that work yet because I went from toxic, bad relationships to a super safe relationship. So I didn't have to rise up into that work. So it's the lack of insurance. It's needing to get to a place where you say, it's okay. Whatever happens, I'm going to be okay. And I did get to that place. Can you give a book or advice for past relationship trauma? Past relationship trauma, I would say Harriet Lerner, honestly. Like, Fix That Shit helps you deal with your emotions and release old emotions and stay in the present. I don't talk about dealing with your past because I'm a behaviorist. Behaviors are what happen in the moment. Behaviors are what you choose in this moment. So my approach is, let's talk about the behaviors that are getting in your way, and let's talk about the behaviors that are going to turn this around. And when I do sessions with people, some of them do talk about their past, but some of them would rather not. And that's okay. We can be in the moment, and we can help you move forward from this moment on. And I can teach people how to release old emotions and just be with the emotions and let the emotions go without delving into the story, because we have a lot of emotions that are trapped inside of us from a lot of things that have happened. When you feel a particular old emotion, if you assign it a story, you might give it the wrong story. So my approach is, let the emotions go without needing to assign it a story. And if people want to talk about their past and how they can resolve it, in other words, get to the why, because that really is the biggest question. And sometimes people spin on the whys, and so I can help them get through the why. With understanding comes compassion. Compassion relaxes the brain. So if people are spinning on whys, by all means, we deal with the whys. But that's kind of my approach with all this. Advice for keeping a new marriage fresh: make out twice a day, 2 kisses a day, 2 kisses a day, minimum 5 seconds each, every single day. Advice for long distance: y'all, I'm writing you a book. All my long distancers, I am writing you a book. I'm writing you a manual on how to long distance. So, manual aside, my advice is to not fight. Graph, fix that shit. Make sure you don't fight, because if you fight, you can't hug it out. And it is important to hug it out. Guys, do make sure you go follow me on Instagram. You're so welcome. I make my Instagram page really cute, really fun, interactive, different from this. I'm not just taking stuff from here and posting it on Instagram. My Instagram page is hella different. Lady, you are always on live. That's because I am always loving you. Love is a verb. Love is what I do. Love is what you do to make somebody happy. And I know I make you guys happy. Go to my Instagram page. I do a coaching giveaway every single month. I'm working on my stories now, like really popping the stories. So stories are getting super fun. There's a daily post every single day to make you go, about something. So go follow me on Instagram. You look 20 years old. Dude, I am 48. I forget a lot of things. Yeah, that's why, let people forget things. It's okay. What is important is how we treat each other, not the birthday, the middle names, right? Yes. Guys, do repost your stuff. I know that there's some stuff that I'm not getting to. Don't run away. Repost it. Thank you so much. You're so welcome. I want to leave my boyfriend. I'm not happy. How should I do it? Find a place, pack your stuff, and go. It's not that hard. It really isn't. It's hard because you tell yourself it's hard. Is it possible to fix it after so much damage? I fixed it after 10 years of fighting and several breakups. It is if you are both generous long-term thinkers who love each other. When he visits with his ex and adult stepdaughter, I shut down and don't feel loving towards him. That's because your ego doesn't like it. You are operating from ego. Your ego is not your friend. Your ego is your worst enemy. But you are feeling an ego whoosh and you are behaving from ego. You need to handle your own emotions. You need to choose normal instead of choosing ego vomits. You need to choose loving instead of I'm going to punish you for being a good dad. One partner earns substantially more money. How to deal? Tell them to save their money. And I said this in my last TikTok. Just because one person makes more money doesn't mean they need to spend more money. So the lower earner has a budget. This is what I can afford for housing and expenses. So this is where we need to match up. Save your money, save your abundance. We need to have rainy day money. We need to have retirement money. So match me at my budget. We'll split the chores 50-50 and save your excess. And when we retire, because you're planning to be together for the rest of your days, right? When we retire, this excess money is a nest egg. I needed to hear that. You're welcome. We recently broke up. I ended it. He now says he doesn't feel good enough to get back together. So goodbye. Grab no more assholes. Stop looking backward and move forward. I love your TikTok. Thank you. You are so welcome, my love. Can you start the 3-month no kissing rule if we've been dating for 5 already? The whole point of no kissing for 3 months is not using your mouth to make out, instead using it to talk to each other and get to know each other. So are your fundamental values aligned? Do you have the same goals and timelines? Do you even know this about each other yet? If not, it's time to start having those conversations. How do I find the spark in my relationship? Make out twice a day, 2 kisses a day, minimum 5 seconds each. Ooh, that's so smart. Meet the lower earner's budget and save the rest. Yes. Good evening. Good evening. My husband and I were on the brink of divorce. We fixed it based on Chantal's type of advice because you are amazing. You make me happy. Thank you for being on here. Yay. Yay. I'm here for the goodness. Who wants a notification when I go live? Say, I do. Thank you. Love your content. You're so welcome. Good news story. Married 20 years, 3 kids. Life is great. Not perfect, but we embrace our faults. Yes. We are human beings. Humans are not perfect. I'm okay with my husband's imperfections. He doesn't need to be perfect, and he's okay with my imperfections, as small as they might be. I used to be quite imperfect. Now my husband says that I'm fully renovated. I'm very proud. I'm very proud that he can say that. That is a massive compliment on his part. Thank you. Are you planning on making other books, audiobooks by chance? I'm currently turning No More Assholes into an audiobook. So for those of you who want an audiobook, by the way, Fix That Shit is now an audiobook. Yay, my adus. Those of you who want a notification when I go live, click my picture here once or twice. You're going to get a pop-up. In the pop-up is a bell. Who this? In the pop-up is a bell. Click on the bell. When you do that, say, I just did Brianna, just got a couple books. Yay! Yes, all of my books will be audiobooks. I promise, I promise, I promise. I am also back to writing books. I am currently writing actually 2 books right now, like right this very moment. I'm going to be releasing 3 books this year. Books for our egos. Yep, Fix That Shit. So I am writing a dating book for men. It's called The Perfect Play. Let me know if you want to see the covers. So 2 books for men this year. I'm also writing a manual for my long distance relationshipers. I just found out my boyfriend has a Tinder account. I broke up. Yes, I want to forgive him so bad. Any advice? No. Like, why do you want to forgive him? Why do you want to forgive somebody who was looking for a relationship while in a relationship with you? Why are you looking backward? Why do you want to go get that? Why do you want to go get that? The best predictor of future behavior is past behavior. Why do you want that instead of leveling up and getting with somebody who is devoted to you? Oh, you've helped me a lot in my relationship. I just want to say thank you. You're so welcome. Guys, who wants to love me? Who wants to do something for me? If you want to do something for me, say, I do. Getting older and still single. What if you never find the one? Well, you won't with that mindset. You got to grab No More Assholes and get your manifesting butt in gear and manifest the relationship that you want. I teach people how to manifest all the time. Guys, if you go into my store, you will actually find a manifesting workbook for you. What if after 5 years I've come to hate my husband's personality traits and attitude, then get a divorce? Don't be with somebody you hate. That's very toxic. I'm in a long distance relationship. I'm writing you a book. Do-do-do. Yeah, looks like we gotta block somebody. I do, my loves. Oh, look at my loves. Look at my, what? Is this, wait, what? Y'all want to love me? Y'all want to love me? Is that some I do for loving me? All right, my loves. I like your hair. My hair likes you. Okay. Those of you who want to love me, love is a verb. Love is what we do to make the other person happy. If you want to love me, if you would like to love me right now, if you've read one of my books, will you go leave a review on Amazon? If you're willing to go do that, right now, will you say, yes, I will be right back? If you've read any of my books, will you go leave a review right now? Say, yes, I will be right back. Is it okay if boyfriend still close and talks weekly to ex-fiancé from 10 years ago? Doesn't hide it. If he doesn't hide it, yes, I will do that right now. Be right back. Going, I love you. Already did. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. Anybody who hasn't read any of my books but would like to love me, will you go leave a Google review? Just got here. Hello. Will you go leave a Google review? Really super easy. If you're willing to do that, just I guess I will be right back. I love you. You can take my username here, Canada's Dating Coach, all together, no spaces. I wish I'd read them. Yes, I do have a free book for you, by the way. Canada's Dating Coach, all together, no spaces. Put that into Google and then type Google reviews and then press enter. And it'll take you to a page where you can leave a review. If you're willing to do that, will you say, yes, Google review, be right back. I will leave a Google review since I haven't read your books yet. I love you. I love you back. I love you back. I love you back. I love this. I'm going to wait right here. I'm not going anywhere. Yes, I love you. Thank you. Yes, be right back. Oh my God, you guys are exciting me. You guys are exciting me. I love how much you smile. It's infectious. Yay. I love that word infection, by the way. I actually use this in my practice. Yes, my books are on Amazon or anywhere you buy books online. Somebody pointed out that I needed to put more of my books up on Kobo, so I did this week. Yes, I'll leave a review. Love you and your work. Thank you. I'll be right back. I love this. You read my question and didn't answer. Sorry, my love. I don't remember which one it was now. I went to Google and searched Canada's Dating Coach, but don't know where to review. So do Canada's Dating Coach all together, no spaces, and Google reviews, and then press enter, and you're gonna see like it's just a page all filled with like how to find me. And like if you're on a computer, it's easier. So you're gonna see like on the right side of the page, it's gonna have like a Google review box. Should you stop asking for more in the relationship or keep asking? I think you need to show gratitude for what you have. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're such a good man. Thank you, baby. Like every day, show gratitude for what it is that you're getting. And if you're with a generous long-term thinker who loves you, he's going to feel recognized, seen, appreciated, and want to do more. There's no point asking more from someone when they're not in the mood to do more, because what they're already doing isn't even being appreciated. Talks to ex-fiancé, doesn't hide it. What is the tone? What are they saying? Are they flirting? It's okay to have friends. I was friends with my ex-husband for years. I love you. You always make me calm and make sense. Thank you, my love. Thank you. Somebody said infection earlier on, and I like we do, right? Like we do infect each other with our vibration. So you know, like you can be in a room full of people and somebody walks in and you're like, they didn't even talk to you, and you get this like feeling, right? That's infection. Or you're at a party, somebody walks in and you go, oh, there's something about that person. That's infection. I gotta say the biggest compliment. And I get this every now and then. I'll go to a party. I don't know many people there. I just know like a few people that are there. But like, you know, I bring a good time. Like I'm just here to have fun. I'm just here to have fun. I'm not here for drama. I'm here to dance, right? I'm here to dance. I'm here to love my people. Even if there's just two people there that I love, I'm here to love my people. And I'm friendly to anybody, right? Like, and people will literally come up to me and they'll say like when you got here, like the whole vibe just changed. And I'm like, oh, damn, that was awesome. So love it. Oh, never mind. Found you. The long-haired brunette threw me. Yeah, I know. I just transition all the time, you guys. all the time. I do need to do it. Like, I need to do a new photo shoot, but if I'd done a photo shoot a month ago or 2 or 3 months ago, I look different again because I went lighter. So I don't know what to do. Done on Amazon and Google. Oh, so much love. What book would you recommend for a single 18-year-old? No More Assholes. I recommend 2. No More Assholes for the dating process. Dating 101 for understanding how we function. This book really should be in every high school. My boyfriend has a best friend of 15 years. Said he has subliminal feelings for him. So that, I mean, that's a weird situation, right? Like, why are you keeping someone around that has feelings for you? It sounds like an ego stroke to me. My mom has cancer. That's really sad. Best way to meet people, new partners. Dating sites exhaust me. It is the best way, my love. It's the most efficient way. Ooh, somebody just got an audiobook. Guys, if you want Fix That Shit audiobook, you do get that through the link tree in my bio. Your TikTok and books have improved my mental emotional stability. Finally feel content. I felt that. Damn, that's amazing. I love you. Thank you for sharing that. That is a happy place for me when I can make you guys happy. That's good. Can someone who cheated still be a generous long-term thinker? It's a very selfish short-term thinking act, isn't it? Hello. Best way to learn how to communicate and what we want without causing a fight, it starts with doing everything that's in Fix That Shit. Withhold the communication until you are doing what is in Fix That Shit. Because some of the things that you want to communicate about actually die off and no longer need a conversation because you are calming your mind, taking responsibility for your emotions, understanding human behavior, both male and female, and then you can talk about what's left over without them getting defensive. What do you recommend people try and date in the gay community? Same advice I give to heteros. Absolute same advice. No change. No change. What's the best way to learn how to communicate? Oh, yes, we did that. So my husband and I haven't had a fight in 5 years. Married 20 years successfully. What's the next stage? Making sure you're making out every day, twice a day, minimum 5 seconds each, until the day you die. I feel like the way we speak to each other, sass, yelling, passiveness is what's causing the fights. Get Fix That Shit and fix that shit. Put a stop to it, or get a coaching session, but put a stop to it. Yeah, Fix That Shit is going to improve how you speak to each other. And the thing is, my husband has never read this book. I became an emotional leader. And it's not fair to demand, right? You need to show what you want. And you need to release the outcome. You need to do it because it's right, not do it because you're manipulating them into changing. Don't change your behavior as a form of manipulation. Change your behavior because it's what needs to be done. And release the outcome and let them catch up. You are leading by example. Let them catch up. It's monkey see, monkey do. So just because you start it right away doesn't mean they're going to catch on right away. Do it because it's the right thing to do. Release the outcome. Get your good feelings from knowing you did the right thing. What does it mean when someone says they don't want you to get too attached? It means they want to have sex with you, but they don't want you to want a relationship. So the person who says that, I want you to say, okay, noted. I do need to shut this down because I want a relationship and I need to find the person who does want a relationship. What do I do if my boyfriend tells me he doesn't like certain things because of how his ex treated him? If that's like certain things that you do and he's asking you to change because of how his ex was, it's not fair for him to vomit on you because of his past. He needs to deal with his past. My boyfriend is there financially and helping around the house, but there's no love connection. Maybe get a coaching session, see if that can be reignited. Is it selfish to dump him because he didn't vocalize his feelings? He felt spending time was enough. So men don't talk about their feelings, they show. So he was showing up. He's like, listen, like, I could be doing other things, but I'm giving you this time. I'm getting in my car. I'm coming to your place. I'm spending time with you. I'm taking you out to dinner. I'm paying for these meals. And you don't see that as acts of love, and you need me to jump through hoops because you just can't be bothered to observe my behavior. That's not fair. So if that's the stance you're going to take, if you don't talk, like you have to do all these things because that's the bare minimum. That doesn't count as effort. That's just what people do. I'm going to take that for granted. I'm not going to look at what you do. I'm going to create more things that you need to do in order to prove your love to me, because it's just never enough. If that is the position that you take, maybe let him go so that he can get in a relationship with somebody who is going to look at what he does and say, thank you, I appreciate that. You're such a good man. Or you can say, okay, I'm going to fix that shit. I'm going to get some perspective. I'm going to learn to understand my partner instead of, looking at this male in front of me and saying, why don't you talk like a girl? Why don't you think like a girl? Why don't you empathize like a girl? And so just become more understanding of who this person is and how they are. That's something that you can do too. The choice is yours. It is your crossroad to take. Is it normal for there to not be a lot of lovey-doveyness after arguing a lot? Of course. So here's what happens in a fight. This is why y'all need to stop fighting, right? Because this is exactly what I'm talking about. When there is a fight, there is a retraction of your good emotions. And then somehow at some point you make up and then your good emotions come back out, right? So here they are. And then the next fight, here they get sucked in because that's your pattern, right? We're going to fight. We're going to make up and then we're going to fight. We're going to make up. We're going to fight. That's the pattern. So this is your emotions. Now, this is retraction. The opposite of retraction is growth. So let's say you stop fighting. So here's you made up and you wait for the next fight and it doesn't happen. So it's safe for the emotions to grow. So they do. And then the next fight doesn't happen. So it's safe for the emotions to grow. And so they do. And so love grows when you stop fighting. If you want this retraction to stop, you need to stop fighting. So fix that shit, stop fighting, or get coaching, stop fighting. And if you want to close this gap after a fight, go to your partner with the 3-part apology. Go take responsibility for your part. I don't care who you think started it. I don't care who you think needs to apologize first. If you want to be the emotional leader, step up and take responsibility for your behaviors. Maybe they started it, but did you get reactive? Yes, you did. So take responsibility for the fact that you yelled at them. Take responsibility for the fact that you slammed some doors. Take responsibility for the fact that you swore at them and called them an asshole. Take responsibility for your behaviors because you did them. It doesn't matter what the context was, you did it. And the next time, if he comes at you with fire, don't be reactive. A fight is fire meeting fire. If you don't want to fight, then don't react. And he's going to readjust himself. But you got to do what's in fix that shit. I'm stubborn. How to get past it. Start doing what's in fix that shit, my love. Love that. I used to be like that, but I realized my man does so much for me through his actions. Yes. Surround yourself with your book titles in your profile pic somehow. I have a book in my profile pic. I have no more assholes. I have no more assholes in my profile pic. I like this. I apologize, but he doesn't, and it leaves me feeling yucky. Come get coaching, my love. I can't do a coaching session on a live. Love this. I feel there's a belief that fighting is normal, and I think that's disheartening. I agree 100%. You know, and I hate it when therapists say that. It's like, what are you doing? And here's the thing. Just because somebody has letters after their name, I don't care how many letters they have after their name, doesn't mean they know better. It really doesn't. Because I've had people come at me and say, I'm a certified therapist. No kissing for 3 months is a game. And I'm like, are you out of your fucking mind? You're going to counsel people who come to you saying, I keep picking toxic partners, and you're going to tell you that was not pretty at all. You're going to tell them, keep repeating the same behavior so you get the same outcome. Is that what you're going to say? You're going to say, keep kissing strangers. That's what you're going to say. Keep choosing people you don't know and hoping for the best. That's what you're going to say to somebody who needs to break a pattern of getting into toxic relationships, or the therapist who says fighting is normal and healthy in a relationship. Dude, I know you're saying that because you haven't had 5 years without a fight in your relationship, and you feel more alive during a fight, and you love that sensation of being reconnected after a fight. But you realize the reason why you feel reconnected is because you disconnected, and it's better to not disconnect at all, right? Like, you're just spewing your experience, but it's just because you don't know better. Just for a boyfriend that works a lot and can't text or talk a lot, have a life. Don't make your partner your purpose. What is your purpose? What is your passion? What is your talent? What is that thing that you would do? And you would do it for free, but goddamn, you're so good at it, people are going to pay you for it. What is it? You don't know? Well, my love, that needs to be your quest. Instead of looking to your partner and going, entertain me, you should be looking to yourself and saying, fulfill me. Look to yourself to fulfill yourself. Your partner is the icing on your cake. Your life, how you design it, is your cake. Don't design your life around your partner. And if you don't know what your purpose and passion is, get custom made. Get custom made and figure it out. This is a workbook. Where is it? This is a workbook. Every single chapter ends with you delving into the concept that I introduce you to. You need to understand yourself. Your partner is at work. He is building a life. He is saving his money to build a life with you. What are you doing to build a life with him? Love this. Yes. Guys, who wants a notification when I go live? Say, I do. Very well said. Thank you. Is your Fix That Shit book for men going to address how they can become emotional leaders as well? Of course. Of course. Because whoever I'm talking to, right? The conversation is, this is how you can be a better partner. Whoever I'm talking to. Well, I'm going on a shopping spree after this live. You guys are so cute. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are my books. Guys, if you are wondering which book is right for you, I literally have a quiz about that. I want to read at least 3 of those books. I love it. Fix That Shit is in some ways a workbook. It's not a workbook inside the workbook, but there are parts where I say, you know, do this. Grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, and do this. What are qualifications? Sociology, psychology, anthropology, biology, behaviorism, spirituality, philosophy. Let me see. Yes, there is a quiz. What book is right for you quiz in the link tree in my bio. So if you guys are wondering where to start or what order to read my books in, you can take that quiz and it can help you out. It's 20 questions, just yes or no, super simple. And at the end, it lists all my books with like a really cute little percentage bar beside each one, to kind of guide you through them. All their clients have improved relationships. Yes. I have a 100% success rate when people follow my advice, because my advice is science-based and I know it works because I was the first guinea pig. So I not only know it works because I see you working it and working it for yourself. I've gone through the same journey. My number one relationship rule is it's not fair to ask for anything you're not willing to do first. We have a relationship. I'm not asking you to do anything I haven't done myself. I'm not just reading books and regurgitating what's inside. I am leading you down this path. We worked together for a year. He left the job. Now we're dating. Does a 3-month rule apply? This is about getting to know somebody you met on Tinder. I don't know you. I need at least 3 months to get to know you before thinking I know you well enough to actually start a relationship with you. Hey, haven't been here forever. Allison. How can I be a better partner to my boyfriend that is struggling with his sobriety? Go to meetings, like AA meetings or NA meetings, like whatever you need. Go to meetings, my love. There are people there to help you. Ooh, Stephanie just got custom made. I love it. I love it. What if he's inconsistent with his affection towards you? You can be consistent with your affection towards him, right? I don't wait for my husband to come be affectionate. I don't wait for him to come give me kisses. I go maul that man. I maul that man. He'll be standing at the back door. I might be in here like looking on my phone or something, and I hear him go, bye, and I'm like, wait, and I go tackle him before he leaves, and I make sure I get that kiss in. It's true. Have a life. Currently my quest. I love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for showing me I'm not the only one who's dealing with this. Yes, my love. Great energy. You're so welcome. Yes, I need a life. What do you think about it's not if you fight, but how you recover afterwards? Bullshit. No, it's seriously, here's the thing. If you want to stop the retraction and you want love to grow because it's safe enough to grow because it's not being constantly pulled in because of a fight, then you stop the fight. So it's not how you fight, but how you recover. You're still retracting. Therefore, love is not growing. Stop the retraction and give love an opportunity to grow. You don't know what you don't know. When you are in a relationship with a generous long-term thinker and you are being a generous long-term thinker and you stop fighting, you will understand what I'm talking about. It is incredible. Do I have anybody here who hasn't had a fight in a while because of following me? Are you on Audible? I'm not. Audible wants 70%. So Fix That Shit is an audiobook, but it is not on Audible because mama don't take no pimps. So if you want to get Fix That Shit in audiobook, you do have to get it through the link to my bio. How do I find out if someone is a long-term thinker? So No More Assholes has 12 character traits that help you define if he's a selfish short-term thinker or a generous long-term thinker. He needs to have at least 9 out of 12. So I'm moving out with my boyfriend next week for the first time. Any advice? Yes, write down all the expenses and all the chores and figure out who's going to pay or who's going to pay what and who's going to do what before you guys move in so you don't fight. On my 3rd time listening to Fix That Shit. I love that. Just bought custom made. Time to find my passion and gain more independence. I love you. I love you. Followed the hose. Guys, if anybody wants a notification when I go live, click my picture here once or twice. You're going to get a pop-up. In the pop-up is a bell. Click on the bell. How do I tell my classmate I like her? Hey, I've been having some thoughts lately about the two of us being a couple. Do you ever think about that? Where do you buy your material? Does that mean that, like, where do you get my books? On Amazon or anywhere you buy books online? I've had less arguments. Heck yes. Heck yeah, to Amazon. Me. When's the last time you had a fight, love? That's so direct. I'm not that confident. Be confident. Confidence doesn't come because you wait for it to come. Confidence comes because you step up over and over and over again, and you get used to stepping up. My boyfriend is very dependent on his mother. Do you have any advice to make him more independent? You're going to say to him, I'm not telling you what to do. You're free to do what you want, but I don't want to be in a relationship with somebody who has their mother in the relationship as part of a threesome. When I get with somebody, it's going to be our family. So if you can't do that, this isn't the relationship for me. But you really just might be with the wrong person, my love. And you might have to accept that and move on. Anyone here LGBTQ? Mothers need to step back, but sometimes they don't. And we as children need to say, hey, you know, got to be some boundaries here. I am bi. My loves, does anybody want me to do a book walkthrough? Does anybody want a book walkthrough? Guys, I got a new necklace today and I am loving it. Look at that. Yes. We got a yes. Yes, please. We got 2 yeses. Custom made. Yes, indeed. Custom Made is the last book I wrote. Yes, please. Okay, well, we got to do it now. I want to know the qualities of generous long-term thinker. You got to get no more assholes. It is a trade secret. I don't give that away. I don't give that away because knowledge is power, and I want you to educate yourself. I want you to have these at your fingertips as you're going through the dating process. I want you to read the chapters about the no kissing for 3 months dating rule and the science and the reasoning behind it. I want you to do the meditation that's in there to calm your emotions and calm your anxiety so you're not anxiously choosing a partner. I want you to clearly define yourself so you elevate your self-esteem so that you are seeking an elevated person, not, you know, coming at this from a lower self-esteem and choosing a selfish short-term thinker. I want you to increase your confidence because the number one sexiest trait in a partner is confidence. You want to be with a confident man, but they're not looking for an insecure girl. So you need to match their energy. So I want to help you manifest the ideal partner in so many ways. So I don't give away the 12 character traits. That secret isn't no more assholes. If you want that, you got to get no more assholes or you got to come get a coaching session because that secret needs to be part of your elevation. I'm not going to give that away because I want you to come get educated, and I will hold that carrot at the end of the stick in order to encourage you to come get educated. My Le Chateau items are arriving one at a time. Daily mystery gifts. I know, isn't it fun? Right now, somebody says, what time is it here? It's 12:17. Okay, book walkthrough, my loves. Book walkthroughs. Book walkthrough. Okay, so we're starting with the fresh start. Comeback Queen is the book that's going to help you get over a breakup. So if you are still stuck on your last relationship, I get people coming on here, they're like, it's been a year, I'm still stuck on my last relationship. If you need to unstick from your last relationship because your emotions and your mind are still swirling on them, get Comeback Queen. This is the way to move forward. Now, once you're ready to get back out into the dating field, I did write all these books. I'm writing more. I am a fiend, you guys. I'm in beast mode when it comes to this. So No More Assholes is the book that is going to help you find your next partner. I want the next one you're with to be the right one. So you do want to use the advice in here to make sure you are choosing the right person for yourself. Now, once you find that generous long-term thinker, no more selfish short-term thinkers, right? Once you find that generous long-term thinker, you want to start it off right. So after the first kiss is going to get you through the insecurity phase. You do need to transition from courtship phase to reality phase. So this helps you get through that. Okay, once we get into the reality phase, you guys, there's a lot of us are going to start fighting because look, we just don't know any better. We haven't released our past pains, the way our parents raised us, how our ex-partners cheated on us or were abusive. Old fears are going to start coming up. Differences, not understanding gender differences. So you seem like an amazing author and a couple counselor. I love hearing what you have to say. Yay, thank you. So this is the book that's going to help you get to zero fighting. Listen, I had an abusive mom. I picked the abusive guy, and then I picked the cheaters, plural. Then I got in a relationship with my husband. He's amazing, but I was vomiting. A lot of insecurity. We fought for 10 years. We have not had a fight in 5 years. I know what I'm talking about here. If you are with the right person, you two can learn how to relationship together. Do you have any books for insecurity? All of them, you guys. Because I teach you how to ease your emotions, calm your mind in all of my books, because that is a cornerstone for a healthy relationship, is being in control of your mind and your emotions and your thoughts and your behaviors. Thoroughly enjoyed my coaching session with her, and her books are life-changing. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. You're amazing. You're so good at this. I get excited every time I see your face live. I love you. You guys are amazing. Okay, custom made. Custom made. I answered 2 questions in here. What am I custom made to do? What am I born to do? What is my talent? What is that thing that I'm just so good at? We forget, you guys, because you went through an educational system that gave you a report card and said, oh, you're really good at this, forget about it. You really suck at that, focus on it. And then we go into a workforce where we get called in for a yearly review. Okay, so you're good at this, we don't need to talk about it, but you really suck at this, focus more on your weaknesses. So we might have forgotten what we're custom made to do. I want to help you dive back into that. I want to teach you how to bring it out. I want to teach you how to develop it, and then I want to teach you how to monetize it. So, workbook, you guys, you're going to dive deep. Now, I do also have a textbook. I did write this book because I kept shoving No More Assholes in parents who were coming to my book signings with teenage daughters. I'm like, you got to get her to read this. But I swear in this book, and not every parent is okay with that. So I did write Dating 101. It's gender neutral. It's for me to whoever, whereas my relationship books are woman to woman. This is gender neutral. There is no swearing. Moms and dads, you can get this for your teenagers. Also, if you're just a nerd, this is understanding the drives, behaviors, and emotions behind love. You can get my books on Amazon or anywhere you buy books online. If you want an audiobook, Fix That Shit is now an audiobook, and you can get it in the link tree in my bio. Oh, I just ordered Fix That Shit. I can't wait. I love it. Say Yes to Goodness. Sorry, my throat's getting dry. Whew, I'm getting a hot flash. This book is about life. So all my other books, I'm going to get to this one in a second. All my other books are about relationshiping. This is about living. So Say Yes to Goodness helps you understand how to live and be happy in so many other areas of your life. 10 areas of your life, my love. I really get you examining what is going to make you happy. This is a free book. Best book for me, there is a which book is right for me quiz in the link tree in my bio. But the quickie answer to that is if you're single, no more assholes. If you're in a relationship, fix that shit. These are my 2 best sellers, by the way, and there's a reason. So this is free. This is Fake Love Need Not Apply. How to avoid posers, losers, scammers, and predators. I also give you worksheets. I got worksheets for singles and worksheets for couples. So if you go to the link tree in my bio and you click the freebies button, you will get a free book and free worksheets that help you level up. By the way, download this book, send it to your girlfriends. Avoiding posers, losers, scammers, and predators. If they fall for those guys, get them out of that. If you read any of my books, please go leave a review on Amazon. If you don't want to write words, then you can just leave stars. That makes me really happy, you guys, because it helps me see like my readers, and I love that. I go read those reviews. Honestly, they make me cry. Like literally, they make me cry. You are beautiful. You guys are so amazing. You are so confident. I love that. I built up to it. I taught myself how to be confident. I talk about that journey, No More Assholes, by the way. Which book is best for my singlehood? Not actively looking, but I am curious. Knowledge is power, right? Like if you want to become an accountant. Oh, wait. Maybe I shouldn't say accountant anymore because we're all like, woohoo, accountant. If you want to be a lawyer, right? You have to study up before you can go in front of a judge and plead a case, right? So No More Assholes is educating yourself before you step out into. A lot of people getting freebies right now. I love that. Love it. I love it, love it, love it. So No More Assholes is getting your education before you step into the field. So I would read No More Assholes. If you're super curious, add Dating 101 to that. If you're just looking for some reading in addition to that, say yes to goodness. I need a glass of water, you guys. Water break. I'm going to get a glass of water while you guys are all signing up for your freebies, okay? I will be right back. Right back. You guys, I have to say, like, I'm really kind of happy with my body. I used to strip, and that is like really super physical. So I literally got a workout every night that I worked. So it's pretty fit. In addition, I spent 7 years rock climbing. And so now that like I'm kind of working on like a more sedentary job, which is like sitting doing coaching, sitting doing lives, sitting writing books, sitting making TikToks, sitting answering people's questions on TikToks. It's a lot of sitting around, and I have like long stretches of time where I'm not doing anything, and I've let like the exercise thing kind of fall off. So many people getting freebies. I love it. So I've been getting back into doing yoga, like doing it like, 3 times a week. In my house, just yoga by Cassandra with a K on YouTube, and just doing like 20 minute, half hour yoga stuff. And, I love that my muscle memory is just like, yeah, we got you, girl. Got my freebie. I love it. You're amazing. Thank you, my love. How to get a girl attraction back when she cut me off due to no progression and conflict. I don't encourage men to chase after women who have cut them off in frustration. If she's cut you off, leave her alone. Otherwise, that is harassment, and I don't encourage people harass other people. I've known no motivation to date. Is that abnormal? No, not necessarily. So going back to the person wanting to chase after a girl who cut them off, instead of going after somebody who's sick and tired of your behavior, do better going forward and do better in your next relationship. Love, teach confidence. Some people think you either got it or you don't, and it's not like that. No, I had to build my confidence. I had to create it. I had to, you know, like I became courageous by standing up for myself despite my fear. I'm reading Fix That Shit right now. I'm loving it. Yay, my love. Good, good, good. I love that. Oh, you guys are sweet. I read your book, but it's all about a girl reading, not guy. I am writing the guy book right now. So I'm writing the Perfect Plan right now, or the Perfect Play, which is the men's dating book. And then after that, I'm going to write Fix That Shit for men. Definitely. By the way, even though it's written woman to woman, you can do what's inside, right? You can still follow the advice. You can still do the exercises that I talk about. Definitely sat down and watched a movie, and here I am still tuned into your live. So interesting. I love you. My boyfriend gets angry if I don't clean my mess right away. Should I do it if it bothers him? It sounds kind of controlling and micromanaging, to be honest. I wonder how many other ways he's controlling and micromanaging. Why does he have this anger issue? Why does he use that as a lightning rod? So many questions. If you really want me to help you figure this out, I would suggest a coaching session, because that sounds like a particular, and I need to unpack things. So many people got freebies. And boyfriend gets stressed when I'm having anxiety and tells me to give him space. Give him space, my love. Deal with your anxiety. Go meditate. Go take a walk. Go have a glass of water. Go read a book. Go take a bubble bath. Go handle your anxiety. We infect each other with the energy we have, right? You've been at a party or a gathering where somebody walked into a room, and without them saying a word to you, you went, there's something about that person. Or you've been somewhere and somebody walked in and you went, oh, wow, like I like that person. And they didn't even talk to you. That's because of the energy that they had, the vibration they were putting out, the frequency they were infecting everybody with. When you are in an anxious state, you are infecting the people around you with anxious frequencies. Is that what you want to do? Is that the effect you want to have on people? Or do you want people to feel good around you? If you want people to feel good around you, take responsibility for your energy by taking responsibility for your emotions. So what will you do to deal with your anxiety? Meditation, box breathing, vitamin D, 5-HTP, going for walks and getting some exercise so that you increase oxygen in your body. Oxygen reduces inflammation. Depression and anxiety is inflammation in your brain. Eat healthier foods so your body makes more serotonin, which is your body's natural happy chemical. Stop looking to your partner to ease your anxiety and getting upset when he doesn't, and say, you know what, I'm feeling anxious. I'm going to go meditate. Go handle your emotions. It's okay that he doesn't want to be around you when you are stinking with an anxious frequency. I want you to see anxiety as BO. If you have BO, do you expect people to want to be around you? Do you want to be close to somebody who has BO? It's the same thing. When your energy is off because your emotions are off, that's exactly what it is. And it's normal for people to not want to be around that. I'm about to get married. That's so awesome. Due to your books, it guided me to get married. That's so amazing. That is so super amazing. I'm really happy for you. I'm really happy for you. Congratulations, my love. Love that BO, yes. What book would be good for a friend that is returning the dating scene? No More Assholes. My mom thinks we should stop seeing each other. What do you think I should do? I think you should get a coaching session with me so that I can ask all the questions necessary to understand if this is the right relationship for you, or if you should, carry on with your life despite what your mom thinks, because your mom doesn't know better. What is box breathing? No, you're not weird for not knowing that. It's a technique used by Navy SEALs in order to reduce their feelings of fear and anxiety when they go into operations. So go to my Let's Meditate playlist. Track number 2 with headphones is going to help you start meditating. But go further down the playlist. You're going to see there's a box breathing tutorial taught by an ex-Navy SEAL. So do the box breathing tutorial. You have guided my engagement. We've been doing guided readings because of you. I love you. I love you. That's so amazing. Thank you. I love that you shared that with me. I really appreciate it. Thank you, my love. You guys, this is so good. There's so much goodness tonight. So much goodness tonight. So my boyfriend gets angry. I already talked about that. Get a coaching session. I can't, there's too many things that I need to understand because this is a particular situation, not a general question. I've tried to be in better control of my anxiety, but sometimes I need him and he thinks that's a crutch. It is, my love. He's not a therapist. He is not a therapist. He didn't get into a relationship to be a therapist. If you need a therapist, if you need a coach, come and get it. But he's saying, I'm here to be a partner. I'm not here to be a therapist. And he has every right to say that. Now, if you're looking for a partner to be a therapist, you're not with the right partner because this partner doesn't want to be a therapist. My boyfriend just broke up with me and won't stop texting me. He says I dislike him for not answering. Block him. Right? You don't need to talk about your life as though you have no control. How do I communicate? I need him to comfort me and not overwhelm him. You can say, baby, I'm having a little bit of a hard day today. Is it okay if I ask you to put your arms around me and tell me everything is going to be okay? Boyfriend is private about certain things that are weird to me. I'm open and don't get it. Come get a coaching session. It doesn't necessarily mean that he's hiding things. It just may mean that he doesn't feel the need to, have to account for everything as though you are a parent. You are glowing. Thank you. My husband of 20 years said I should get a job and stop mooching off him. So it sounds like you should find something that you enjoy doing and start doing it. And start making money off something you enjoy doing. I would say grab custom made. People keep asking, what should I do? Guided reading by reading your book and having a partner. Okay. I have a meditation playlist. Yes, I do, on my YouTube channel. Guys, do head over to my YouTube channel and hit up my Let's Meditate playlist. What can I do if I'm anxious when my boyfriend goes out with his friends? Go out with your friends. Meditate. Go for walks. Take a bubble bath. Watch a movie. Advice on long distance relationships. Stay tuned. I'm writing you a whole booklet on long distance relationships. For now, the advice is don't fight because you can't hug and make up. So do graphics that shit to keep yourselves from fighting. Don't catch yourself on fire to keep others warm. Scared he's going to cheat on me even though I know he's not. It sounds like you need my No More Insecurity program in order to deal with your thoughts, your emotions, and the behaviors you feel compelled to do, like, fighting with him because he's going out. Not me writing down every tip she gives. Smart. So super smart. This is why I do these lives. This is why I make my TikToks. You don't need to have money in order to have the help you need. I've had 16 years mentally and physically abused with 2 different men. I'm single now and happy. That's perfect. Ex doesn't want to date but still hook up. You don't have to. Right? You don't have to. You don't need to talk about your life as though you have no control. Do you want a relationship? He doesn't want a relationship. Why are you letting him hang around? Why are you letting him take up your time? Why are you letting him take up your mind space? Why are you letting him text you and hit you up for booty calls? Why are you letting him get in the way? Why are you letting him get between you and the relationship? Stop talking about your life as though you have no control. What do you want? Shut down what doesn't answer that and head towards what will. Great job on don't rely on others. Yes, indeed. When your emotional well-being is in your hand, you are empowered. When your emotional well-being lies in the behavior of others, you are disempowered. I teach you how to be empowered. Can you explain what I put my dependence on people? Boyfriend says this a lot. It's what I just said. You're putting your well-being in someone else's hands. And if they don't perform, you don't feel good. $12.39. Guys, who wants a notification when I go live? Say I do. How do you feel about the 5 love languages? I love it. It clarifies so much. Do you think maybe it's a crutch to hang on? No, I think the 5 love languages is one of the things that saved our relationship, because I am physical affection and words of affirmation, and my husband is also physical affection and acts of service, but I worked nights and he worked days, so we didn't see much of each other, so there wasn't a whole lot of physical affection. And he doesn't believe in words of affirmation, so he never gave them. And so I started to feel unloved. But what was in fact happening is he was loving me through his acts of service. So once I understood that he loved me through acts of service, I started translating his acts of service. How do you choose between 2 girls you love? Write a pros and cons list on each one. I set up the notification, but I still don't get them when you go live. Any idea why? So for those of you who want a notification when I go live, here's the steps you need to take. Click on my picture here once or twice. You're going to get a pop-up, and the pop-up is a bell. Then go into your settings on TikTok. So, I'm going to be getting off here in a little bit. So go into your settings on TikTok once we finish our live. Go into your notifications and make sure you have notifications turned on for when your favorite content creator goes live. Then go into your device, into your phone, and go into your notifications in there and make sure you have notifications turned on with TikTok so that it gives you push notifications through onto your phone. So no matter what you're doing, it's going to let you know that I go live. So we talked about that, right? My love, if you keep posting the same question, we talked about that. You need to get a session because I don't know why he gets upset. I don't know if it's because he feels like he pays more of the expenses and you should be keeping the place cleaner. I don't know if he's being controlling, right? So I don't know. I don't know if he's OCD. I don't know. There's questions I need to ask, but I'm not going to do them on a live. I left someone even though we both cared about each other. Is that okay? Did it for my mental health? Then yes, absolutely. Dating for 4 years. He doesn't want to talk about the future with me. Wedding, should I be worried? So here's what you're going to do. You're going to figure out your timeline. I want to be married by, I want to be engaged by. If you guys aren't living together yet, I want to live together by. I want you to have that timeline and go to him. And I want you to say, baby, I've been thinking about my life and what it is that I want. This is what it is that I want for myself. What do you think about this? If he says, I don't know, say, well, this is what I want for myself. And if this isn't your plan as well, this isn't the right relationship for me, because I need to be in a relationship with somebody who shares my goals and shares the same timeline. If that's not you, that's okay. I'm going to be okay, because I will find that person. But I'm here with you now, and I just want to give you the opportunity to see if you are that person. But if that's not you, that's totally fine. It's just, I'm just not in the right relationship, because I do need to be in a relationship with somebody who shares my goals and shares my timeline. I love you. I love you back. You're welcome. Ex wants to work on it, but moved in with someone, says just a friend. I don't feel good about it. Block the motherfucker. Block the motherfucker. Block the motherfucker. Guys, a session is worth it. Do it. I love you. Miss Lexi. Miss Lexi, we got a session coming up, don't we? I feel guilt and shame after a relationship, even though I know it wasn't just my fault. Normal. How did you get into the field? I've been doing this for decades. I have one tomorrow. Yes, you do, Michelle. I've been doing this for decades. I don't know why Candace loves you without doing a session. I'm sorry. How soon is too soon to get engaged? I'm single, 32, so I don't want long to wait. No kissing for 3 months, no melding for 1 full year, live together for another full year. That's 2 months and 2 years and 3 months. My loves, I am going to head out, but I'm going to let you know how you can get some free stuff before I go for the ones who have popped on just recently. So for those of you who are interested, I did write 8 books. There is a which book is right for me quiz in the link tree in my bio, if you're wondering which of these 8 books is right for you. But the quickie answer is, if you're single, no more assholes. If you're in a relationship, fix that shit. You can find my books on Amazon or anywhere you buy books online. But if you want an audiobook, Fix That Shit is an audiobook, but it's not on Audible. You have to come get it through the link tree in my bio. I do give you a free book. That one you get through the freebies button in the link tree in my bio. I'm also going to give you some worksheets that help you level up if you're single or in a relationship. There's 2 sets of worksheets. So do that, you guys, and go help yourself. I have a YouTube channel. If you want to start meditating, go to my YouTube channel, go to my Let's Meditate playlist, and go to track number 2 and listen to that every day with headphones. I also have a meditation resource button in the link to my bio. There's a free workbook in there too if you guys want to grab it. There's like a video to get you started. I got some tracks that I suggest as well. So, and a meditation chart that you can download to start tracking your minutes. If you want to get a coaching session, hit the one-on-one button, and it's going to take you to a page. Follow the instructions on the page to book yourself in for a session. I got lots of stuff in that link tree in my bio, you guys, to really help you, just to make things easier for you guys to start feeling better, like ASAP. If you have read any of my books, please go leave a review on Amazon when you're done. If you love my TikToks and my lives, I would love to see a Google review. Just take this, Canada's Dating Coach, all together, no spaces, type that into Google, and then add Google reviews after, and press enter, and it'll take you to a page where you can leave a review. It's an old picture. Somebody said I got confused by the long dark hair. Yeah, I know. I'm always changing, always evolving, right? We are all about the change and the evolution, aren't we? Do hit up my Instagram page, because I give you a coaching session. Well, you can win. You have a chance to win a coaching session every single month. The next giveaway is coming up soon. So make sure you join me on Instagram and enter for the coaching giveaway. If you guys want to stop fighting in your relationship, grab Fix That Shit, start doing what's in that book, or get yourself a coaching session. I am super effective at what I do. super effective. I would make more money if I was less effective, but it's not about the money. It's about being efficient in my eyes. So, because the sooner I can get you guys being happy in your relationships, the sooner we start changing the world for the better, because you will teach other people and they will teach other people. And we're going to start a revolution of couples who don't fight anymore, of people who get into the right relationships, of selfish short-term thinkers who man up and become generous long-term thinkers, because we ain't fucking selfish short-term thinkers anymore. And we're saying, oh no, buddy, if you want to be with me, you got to be the man for me, because I'm not picking guys anymore. So we will change things for the better if we all come together and start making better decisions, and we will be happier. We will be happier, and that is what I want. Thank you so much for amazing information. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. My guy friend wants something more but wants to stay friends. Any advice on how to let him down? Just say, no, thank you. I've literally said that to somebody who basically made the same proposal. Hey, I don't want a relationship, but I'd like to have sex with you. No, thank you. No, thank you. My husband can't wait for me to have my session tomorrow because I've been so down. Oh, my love, I'm here for you. Yay. I love that he sees me as like such a positive influence in your relationship. I think that's really, like, it honors me. So tell your husband I say thank you. I love you guys. All right, I love you. Good night. Make sure you get a good night's sleep. Very important. Is your audience more male or female? It's 83% female. 83% female. I love you all. I will talk to you again soon. You know I will, because I never stay away for long. Good night, my loves.